As guitar players, whether you're beginner, intermediate, or advanced, we tend to hit a certain brick wall in our guitar playing, whether it be we can't progress into this guitar solo that we're doing, or even as simple as playing a little simple blues pentatonic. Basically, I've wrapped up 3 main reasons why you might be having troubles with your guitar playing.
Playing the same licks over and over.
Now this refers to the guitar players that get really comfortable playing the same licks over and over again. Whether it being if they're trying to play something new, they tend to fall back onto the licks that they do know. Examples are the guitar players that only play pentatonic licks, the guitar shredders that only play sweeps, and guitar players that play extremely fast and nothing else. Whenever it is that we're trying to learn something new, we get really intimidated that we're not going to be able to play it. A lot of times we get rather impatient with trying to learn a new pattern, a new scale, or even a new song. Generally, with frustration, we just tend to go to the things that give us the gratification of playing, and which is the things that we do know how to play. Okay, I got the guitar. Got the JP2C head. Let's play this liquid tension experiment solo. No, I can't do it. Whatever. Now, it's not too bad to play the licks that you already know, especially if you're trying to do something to just warm up the hands and to prepare yourself for your actual guitar playing or guitar practice. What's not okay is to do the same 3-note per string over and over and over for 10 years straight, like me.
Distractions during practice.
Whew. Alright, I'm gonna get some practice done. I'm gonna learn that arpeggio. But, I mean, I could play a game real quick. Now, a lot of us are pretty guilty with doing this. We tend to get really comfortable in our practice areas, whether it being in your own personal studio, in the living room, watching TV, or just playing video games and playing guitar at the same time. Now the problem with this is the fact that you're not actually focusing on guitar practice. Now you are actually in the process of multitasking. The more that you're putting more efforts into thinking about other things in your guitar, the more it's going to hinder your actual guitar practice. Let's see. Can't play right now. I'll warm up. Come on, get out of the way! What are you doing? Oh my freaking god! This freaking guitar! Get out of the way. Why do I even have it in my lap? God. Guitar practice should be what it is, guitar practice. You're not focusing on your video games, watching TV as you practice, or even browsing the web as you are having this guitar in your lap. I recommend turning off the TV, no video games, no YouTube, no nothing, strictly practice. So set up a half hour of just pure practice time with your guitar, or if you're more comfortable with doing an hour or more, definitely recommend that as well. The only thing you should be focusing on while you're practicing is guitar. If you do have any distractions, it's always going to hinder your ability to get better at guitar. Whether it being practicing your timing with a metronome, your scale practice, you're trying to nail that John Petrucci solo, and so forth.
And proper guitar setup and gear.
Alright. Wait, what the hell? Now this is sort of a 2-for-1, and they both go hand in hand. A lot of guitar players don't have their guitars properly set up. With that, you're going to be overplaying, and you're going to be straining your hands more than you actually need to. And then also with the amplifiers and the effects, a lot of players tend to play with too much delay and with too much gain, and that's not going to help you as far as hearing the notes really clean and hearing where you're making the mistakes. Maybe I need more gain, more reverb, and delay. Starting with the guitar, I definitely recommend getting your guitar set up by a luthier that has a lot of experience. That way what they'll be able to do is set the action really low so you can play comfortably without putting a lot of effort in pressing down on the notes. Another thing too is if you're having fret buzz, or if your frets are too high and you're getting some notes that are choked out completely, that's going to be a big problem for you too. You could be executing a specific scale perfectly, but because you're hitting the notes where there are high frets or fret buzz, it's not going to sound as clean as you really think you are. So you're almost kind of tricking yourself that you're playing as bad, but you're actually playing really well. If your guitar tone just sucks, you're not going to be inspired to play any longer. There are a couple of good practice amps out there, even starting like the $100 range. Even some good battery-powered ones like the Boss Katana Mini. The Rolands make some pretty cool ones too, as well as like the Cube. There are also a lot of cool freeware plugins on the computer for Mac and PC, just as long as you have a interface to connect your guitar to the computer. Try not to use a lot of effects as far as practicing, because if you're using too much delay, you're not going to really hear the notes and how clear you're playing all of the notes as well. We tend to use delay as like our security blanket, especially if we're playing something really, really fast. So try to use as little delay as possible. So that basically wraps it up. Those are my top 3 reasons why we're not getting better at guitar. If you have any questions and concerns, I'll meet you down in the comments below. I'd also like to hear your reasons why you feel you're not getting better at guitar and ways to improve your guitar playing. Other than that, I hope you liked the video. If you don't like it and you think it's too boring, you can also do that as well. Subscribe and follow me on my social media pages down below. Until next time, we'll see you guys later.